You need a home and I need a mommy. The rainfall was unforgiving that afternoon, beating against the bus shelter with the persistence of restless fingertips. Crouched on the frigid bench sat Sophie, 23 years old, without a jacket or suitcase, carrying only a worn backpack and a paper cup partially filled with loose change. Homelessness had consumed 6 months of her life, with each day melting into the next and every night growing more bitter than the one before. Her image in the glass panel revealed weary eyes and hair that had forfeited its luster ages ago. She was gazing at the gathering puddles when a tiny voice pierced through the tempest. "Hi. You look really cold." Sophie shifted her attention. A young girl, perhaps 7, stood before her clutching a pink umbrella dramatically oversized for her small frame. She possessed chestnut-colored braids, vivid green eyes, and that distinctive inquisitive smile unique to children. "I'm okay," Sophie fibbed, "just waiting for the bus." The child angled her head, examining her thoughtfully for an extended moment, then voiced something that caused Sophie's breathing to falter. "You need a home, and I need a mommy." Sophie went rigid. She searched the area, anticipating a guardian somewhere close. Indeed, a man in his late 30s wearing an expertly tailored suit approached them, carrying 2 shopping bags. "Lela, what did I tell you about talking to strangers?" The man spoke, his tone authoritative yet not harsh. "But, Daddy," the girl objected, "she looks sad. She looks lonely." The man exhaled deeply, clearly accustomed to his daughter's tendency to voice her thoughts freely. "Come on, we have to go." However, Leela remained stationary. "Please, Daddy. Can she come home with us?" Sophie offered a brief, uncomfortable chuckle. "That's sweet." Yet then she noticed the father's gaze return to her once more. His eyes paused, first examining her moisture-soaked clothing, then focusing on the paper cup. Something in his expression transcended pity. It conveyed understanding. "You're Sophie, right? You used to work at Miller's Cafe." Sophie's eyes widened. "Yeah, I remember you. You came in every morning for a cappuccino." He acknowledged slowly with a nod. "I thought you moved away." Sophie paused uncertainly. "I lost my job, then my apartment. Things just happened." The man's jaw clenched. "And no one helped you?" Sophie manufactured a smile. "I'll be fine, really." However, then Leela slipped her tiny hand into Sophie's grasp. "I think you're already my friend," she murmured. Something fractured within Sophie, something she had been desperately maintaining for months. She swallowed with difficulty, fighting back tears. The man appeared to be grappling with an internal struggle. Eventually, he declared, "I can't just walk away." He extended one of the grocery bags toward Sophie. "Come on, it's just dinner, nothing more." Sophie felt compelled to decline. Her pride demanded she maintain her distance, but the comfort in Leela's touch proved impossible to refuse. The meal began uncomfortably. Sophie positioned herself at the gleaming oak table, hesitant to disturb anything until Leela settled beside her and commenced babbling about her school, her preferred cartoons, and her goldfish christened Mr. Bubbles. The father, Daniel, observed quietly, periodically posing gentle questions to Sophie. Gradually, she began to unwind. During the middle of the meal, Leela announced unexpectedly, "See, Daddy, she laughs. She'd be a great mommy." Daniel studied Sophie for an extended period. "You don't have to answer her," he said tenderly. "But if you ever need a place to get back on your feet, I have a spare room, no strings attached." Time progressed. Sophie relocated to the guest room temporarily. She assisted with housework, collected Leela from school, and resumed sketching, an activity she had cherished before her world collapsed. One evening, while Sophie was preparing Leela for sleep, the little girl whispered, "I told you, you needed a home and I needed a mommy." This time, Sophie chose not to contradict her. She pressed a kiss to Leela's forehead and replied, "Maybe we both needed each other." Epilogue. 12 months later, Sophie had transcended her role as a visitor. She had become an integral part of their family. She maintained employment, possessed a savings account, and cared for a little girl who addressed her as Mom. Occasionally, kindness manifests not through elaborate displays but through a child's innocent bravery to express her genuine feelings. For on that stormy day at that isolated bus stop, 7 simple words transformed 2 lives permanently: you need a home and I need a mommy.